All right, so for this last part, I'm gonna bring in some GPS information that was sent to me as a Google map into ArcMap. And I'm gonna highlight one of the problems with GPS information, which is that there's a lot of inaccuracy in it because it's all about where the satellites or where your receiver thinks you are. And I'm gonna show you how you can correct for that. To work with this information, I am going to use the Flushing Meadows Corona Park map that's been provided to the class. And what you're going to see when this opens up is that because I moved some things around, the data got unlinked, and I need to repair that. This may happen to you when you first download the files, which I'm going to send you if you're in the class. And the thing to do is to click on one of these things like NYC Hydro, go to Data, Repair Data Source, and navigate to where you've stored the source files. So the NYC base data is in NYC base data, NYC Hydro, and once I repair that one, all of the information that's in the same geodatabase will update. For FMCP benches, that's in a different geodatabase in the FMCP data, and it's under infrastructure. Nope, it's under physical features. Sorry, park features. There we go, FMCP benches. Okay, so everything's all linked back together. Now in Google Maps, when I open that up, there's a little icon here where I can click to download a KML, which is a Google Earth document. If I do that, I can open it up and open it in Google Earth. So it stores all this stuff in my temporary places. And what I want to do is I want to get rid of some of the stuff I don't need. So I'm going to add a folder under my places called FMCP walk. And I'm just going to drag in the points that I want, like the start point, this waypoint which was set, and the end point. And I can now turn this off. And you can see I'm left with this stuff that we were really just trying to record. And it might be that this stuff is not quite in the right place because of errors with the GPS receiver, which can be caused by being near buildings, being inside a building, being around trees. So if I right-click and say Properties, I can move these points wherever I want them, and I can change the name, so that might be Queens Museum. You know, and that one, you know, might be whatever. Maybe that was supposed to be over there, and it was supposed to be called parking. You know, and maybe this one was really supposed to be, you know, over here, and supposed to be called Unisphere. Now I know that that's, you know, oops, let's try that again. Now I know that really wasn't what these things were, but let's pretend they were, and that their errors in placement were really just caused by the GPS errors. So once you're here, then on FMCP walk, you can say save place as, and somewhere in here we can say let's save it as fmcpwalk.kmz. So now going back to Arc Catalog and Arc Toolbox, as we've done before, if your toolbox isn't showing up, you click this icon, and under Conversion Tools, we're going to convert that KML to layer. And we'll navigate to where we stored the input file. And we'll select an output location, say more FMCP data, and say OK. And you can see it's working, and we'll get a little pop-up when it's ready. And now when we go back to our map, let's turn off some of this stuff here. When we go back to our map, we can add it as a layer. I think I saved it in more FMCP data, in this FMCP walk geodatabase, place marks, point. And you can see I'm going to get the error message that we've gotten a few times now, that we need to convert the data from WGS 1984 into NAT 83. And we'll say OK. And you can see that once we've done that, right, our places come into place in the right place, and their name is the right name. So if we went to properties and we wanted to label them, we could. Now, of course, if we wanted to, and we wanted to make further adjustments, you know, we could edit these layers, you know, so that everything is exactly, exactly where it should be. There we go. That everything is exactly where it should be. And then, of course, when we're done, we need to stop editing the layer. And I've lost where that tool is. We can, if we click here, we can turn on the editor. There it is. So stop editing. Do we want to save our edits? Yes. So that's how you get data that was from a Google map, or initially from, in this case, an Android application, GPS data, into Google Earth, how you edit it, and then how you bring it ultimately into ArcMap so that we can use it for other things, any other things that we want.